welcome to Nirmal's Code Tech. So today we are going to see the problem in Geek for Geek is mobile numeric keypad. So initially there isn't standard numeric keypad on your mobile phone, and you can only press the current button or buttons that are directly up, left, right, or down from it. For example, if you press the key 5, you can only press the numbers 2, 6, 8, and 4. Only you can press the up, left, down, and right, not more than that. And most importantly, and you should not press any keys which are present in the diagonals. Either it can be 3 or 1 or 7 or 9. As such, they are given in our problem. And most importantly, you should not focus on this asterisk and this hash symbol. You should not do anything with these two symbols or two key digits. Okay, so what is our problem and what we need to solve in this problem? So given a number n, find the number of possible unique sequence of length n that you can create by pressing buttons. You can start from any digit. Okay, no problem. Okay, for example, first of all, let me take a small number. If I press the digit 8, what are the ways the next number I can able to press? Either I can able to press the key 5, and then I can able to press the key 7, and then I can able to press the key 9, and then I can able to press the key 0. The same thing when you press the key 6, either you can able to press 3, 5, 9, but after 6 right side you don't have any number. You need to check that also too. So that's what this problem is going to create in some complexity in this problem. So what you can able to do is that when n is equal to 1, the number of possible numbers are from 0 to 9. Okay, it can be a default thing that I'm going to write in my program. So when n is equal to 1, I just like that I'm going to return the value 10. There is no problem in it. Okay, but if your digits, if your lengths are keep on changing, for example, if the n is equal to 2 or if n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, in that case, the possible numbers of keys that you're going to press and again is going to keep on vary. So in that case, what you can able to do is, I'll tell you. Okay, for example, when n is equal to 2, you need to find the possible keys which are you are going to press it for 2 times. For example, if I press 0, if I press for only one time, then its count is going to be only one time. If I press it for another time, then its length is going to be of 2 and it will be 0, 0. Okay, once you pressed 0, what are the next digit you can able to focus on? Either you can focus on up or left or right or down. But in this case, we are not going to focus on star and this asterisk and then this hash symbol. Only we are going to focus on 8. But this 8 can be pressed for 2 times. That's what I have written here, 8 and 8. This is what our problem is going to focus on. For example, if we take some other example, if we see 5, when you press 5 for one time, it's going to be only 1 5. But if you press it for 2 times, then it's going to be 55. So you can see here 5 5. And when you press 5, then you can able to press 4, 2, 6, and 8. In that case, your digit count will be 58, 56, 54, and then 52. So that's what I have written when the sequence of length n is equal to 2, and these are the possible ways we are going to show here. Okay. When n is equal to 1, the number of unique sequence of length n is equal to 1 is 10. When length is equal to 2, then the number of unique sequence is going to be 36. You are going to add all the digits, key digits which have been formed in n is equal to 2. So in that case, how you can able to identify? Either you can able to follow recursive approach to solve this problem, or you can able to follow tabulation approach. So these concepts are going to come under dynamic programming. So surely tell you guys this problem is somewhat difficult when you see it for the first time, but it takes some time to understand. But try to write it manually in your note and keep on find out the logic, and last you can able to surely I'll tell you can able to solve this problem. Okay, so let me move on to our approach part. So I'm going to keep the example 2 as my initial initial point. So now what I'm going to do is that I have previously told you I'm going to follow tabulation approach. So first of all, I'm going to create n plus 1 rows. Okay. If n is equal to 2, the number of rows that I'm going to create is 3. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. And columns are always same. You are going to check for the 10 digits from 0 to 9. Okay. From 0 to 9, you are going to check it for. So that's why the columns are always 10. So there is no problem in that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is when n is equal to 1, when the length is 1, I know that all the key digits are going to occur it for only for one time. There is no problem in that. Okay. So when n is equal to 1, all the key digits are going to occur only for the one time. So that's why I have initialized everything as 1. First row, 0th column 1, first row, first column 1. So you keep on move to first row, 9th column, it comes under 1. Okay, there is no problem in that. When I'm going to check it for the second row, 0th column, what does it mean? Sequence of length 2 of key digit 0. So when I press 0, what are the key digits I can able to form of length 2? One day I can able to form 0, 0 and then 8, 8. How I can able to find that count? I'll tell you guys. So now you can see when second row, 0th column, when I'm going to iterate it for the first time, initially I'll keep the value as 0. I did not store any value in that, so that I'm going to add it from my previous value, so that I'm going to keep initially the value as 0. Okay. So now from 0, I'm going to add from my previous value. Okay. What is the previous value? So now you can able to see in first row, I'm going to check the key value 0. Okay, we are going to find out for this 0th column. Okay, for the 0th column we are going to identify, but the 0th column denotes the 0th key. Okay, in 0th key, what are the keys you are going to you are formed? 0 and then 8. Okay, 0 and 8. Okay, now I'm going to check for second row, 0th column. I need to find out the value. So for that case, I'm going to check it from my previous row. What's the previous row? I have 1. The first row, 0th column value is what? First row, 0th column value is 1. I'm going to add with what now? Okay. After that, the next key that I can able to press is 8. Am I right or wrong? Next key I can able to press is 8. Then in my first row, 8th column. What's in present in the 8th column? The value is 1. I'm going to add it now here. 1. So when you add 1 plus 1, sorry guys, when you add 1 plus 1, you will get the value as, okay, I'll keep it like this. When you add 1 plus 1, you will get the value as 2. Okay, there is no problem in that. So next iteration, I'm going to check for the second row, first column, which denotes for the first key, how many times I can able to get the length of sequence of n is equal to 2. For that case, I'm going to find out for the first key, I have the formation of 1, 2 and 4. If I press 1, I can able to press 1, then I can able to press 2, then I can able to press 4. So for that case, what I'm going to do here is first row, first column is what? 1. I'm going to add 1. So after that, what I'm going to do, and then I can able to press the digit 2. Okay, there is no problem in that. So now first row, second column, what I have? 1. Then I can able to add 1 here. Okay, no problem. So after that, what I can able to do is 4. I can able to press the digit 4. In that case, I'm going to check for first row, fourth column is what? 1. So in that case, when I add 1 plus 1 plus 1, I will get the value as 3. It has been stored in my first column, second row, first column. So when I'm going to check for the second row, second column, the number of keys that I can able to press is 1, 5, 3 and 2. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is second row, first column, second row, second column, I need to find out the value. For that, I need to check the previous row. First row, second column. First row, I'm going to check it for second column. In that case, I'll get the value as 1. So after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out when I press the key 3, then what will be my answer. Then first row, third column is going to be 1. Then what other key I can able to press? 5. So in that case, what I can able to do? First row, fifth column value is 1. In that case, I can able to add 1. So after that, what I can able to do is 1. When it comes into 1, in that case, first row, first column value is 1. So I'm going to add here 1. So when I add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, I'll get the value as 4. That's it. The same thing is going to follow for the next part of the iteration up to when the key value is going to reach up to 9. Okay. So in this case, you'll get here the value as, wait, I have been written my note. I'll write this, I'll copy it. So when you get the value as 3, you'll get the value as 3. And when you in second row, fourth column, you will get the value as 4. And second row, fifth column, you will get the value as 5. And then in second row, sixth column, you will get the value as 4. And second row, seventh column, you will get the value as 3. And second row, eighth column, you will get the value as 5. And second row, ninth column, you will get the value as 3. So when you add these things, when you add these values, I try to change the color to green. Okay, so when you add these values, you will get the sum of unique unit sequence of length n equal to 2 is 36. Okay, when you add these 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 5, 3, you will add, when you add these numbers, you will get the value as 36. Okay, this is when n is equal to 2. What will happen when n is equal to 3? In the same case, you need to follow the same thing how you have followed in your previous iteration. What n is equal to 2? Okay, I'll try to insert a row below. Okay, I try to delete this row. Okay, insert a row below. Okay, so when my n is equal to 3, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check for the same, I'm going to follow the same procedure in which I have followed for n when n is equal to 2. In that case, 0, we are going to find out for the key 0. In that case, what I'm going to do, there are two possible ways. Either you can choose 0 and then you can able to choose 8. You can press any these two digits. Okay. In that case, what I'm going to do is second row. You need to see for the previous row. Second row, 0th column, it's going to be what? 2. You are going to add 2. I'll try to change the color. Okay. I have changed the color. Okay. You are going to add 2. Then what you are going to add? Then we are going to check for 8. That case, second row, 8th column will be what? 5. So 2 plus 5, you will get the value as 7. Okay. That's what we are going to store here, 7. The same thing will be followed for the next kinds of iteration up to you reach when the column is 9. Okay. After that, you can able to sum up all the values of third sequence and then you can able to return the value. So that's what happened here. The same thing is followed for the next when n is equal to 4, n is equal to 5. The same thing can be followed here. So during this case, this tabulation approach will surely will decrease the time complexity compared to recursive approach. And the complexity of the program is less when you are following the tabulation approach compared to the recursive approach. Okay, let me see the coding part in our next session. Bye.